Alright, is Frank working? Yeah. All right. Whew, buddy. I'm tired, y'all. Today was a long day. Time to relax for a little bit. Get some work done. I had quite the day, as I'm sure a lot of people in my area did, right? We got a bunch of snow last night and into today, and I don't think it stopped until about 3:30, 4 o'clock. Started about 9 o'clock last night. Hi Renee, how are you tonight? So I've got hi, ho, he, ha. You're special. So I've got I moved a lot of snow, and the worst part, of course, was once the plows come through and blocking your driveway. The snowblower that I have it works pretty well, but the snow that came off the snowplow there were huge chunks of ice in there that my snowblower could not handle. So I had to start shoveling it out and manually picking up ice blocks. Hey Barb, how you doing? And moving the ice out of the way. And my neighbor, he has a large, much more efficient snowblower than I do. So after I got a bunch of the ice blocks out of the way, he came over and cleared out my the rest of my driveway so that we could at least drive cars in and out. It was very nice of him. Hey Tara, how are you? We got a bunch of snow today, and I suppose I should like, show you what I'm working on. You know, that'd be nice, right? Oh, man. So I was out shoveling snow for about 2.5, 3 hours. I had my kid out there and he was having fun, so that was nice. But I'm gonna be hurting tomorrow. I can feel it now. It's like we had early this morning, there was just, it was pretty much a whiteout. There were a bunch of accidents already on the roadways. And I called to let my patients know that it was going to be a while before we would be able to get to them. Most people were able to reschedule, so it wasn't too big of a deal, but kind of put a damper on our day. You're doing pretty good? That's good to hear. Thanks for the like, Greg. I appreciate it. Thanks for being here. So then, of course, once I got the driveway done, I had to go and clean off the deck and the stairs for the dogs so that they could get out of the house. It just didn't seem to want to end. So much snow. Is it just me or is that camera a little farther back than normal? I think that's better. You tell me. You put an order in with Josh? Sweet. Good. I do enjoy how supportive the Chainmail community is. You know, it's like you see online, like what people can do for their friends' business outside of buying stuff from them, but the Chainmail community is pretty good about buying stuff from each other. Gecko scales and titanium balls. Cool. A little titanium. Yep. I am sure he appreciates that. All right. There's this line for the mouth, and I think it starts right there. So I would say probably 99% of the sales that I've gotten at MailleWerX.com have all been from other mailers, so it is kind of niche. you know, a lot of the designs on there only another chainmail artist would even recognize, so. Titanium's an expensive item, yeah. Yeah, especially if it's anodized at all or has any additional work done beyond wrapping and cutting. Come on. So, yeah, I had to figure out early in the morning what patients could be rescheduled and who had to be seen and who was going to go out there and all that fun stuff. So we got through all that, got all the patients contacted, which I think all but one of them were called back, so. A lot of hurry up and wait. Try to communicate as you try to communicate with people throughout the day, you know. And then shovel, 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 shovel. Not my preferred way to spend a day. But roads are clear. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. It's gonna be busy because of all the reschedules, but what the heck? You really want to get some of Bracken's Mail's kits? Did I get the vaccine? No. The 3 dream catchers and the coaster set? You think those are the only ones? I'd have to look at its site to see which ones those are. It's been a hot minute since I've been on there. I think the last time when I was adding his website as a supplier, a ring supplier in the app. I think it was the last time I got a chance to look at it. No, I'm not in any Hey Josh, how you doing? Were your ears burning? I'm not in any at-risk category. So no, I won't be getting it. Your internet's being stupid tonight? Yep. Didn't you get a lot of snow there today, so... that might have something to do with it. We had quite the blizzard here. It's snowing like crazy right now. Yeah, we just got done with like... probably 14 or 16 hours of snow. I think it started snowing around 9 o'clock last night and ended about 3:30 today. It's been snowing since noon. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? You haven't had any snow, just a constant negative 30? Yeah. I feel for you, I do. Snow and ice there too? Yeah. It's that time of year, so I'm more than ready to never ever live in a place where weather like this exists again, but okay. There's like this weird little shadow on his face over here. That I did not put in. Yep, snowy and cold, but I am nice and warm inside, relaxing now. And tomorrow promises to be a better day. You know how long you'll be able to stick around tonight? All right, Josh. Well, you know, hang out as much as you can. It's always appreciated. Yeah, it's probably the weather. Our lines here are underground, so we don't generally have an issue with storms unless they're real bad. You know. A friend of mine posted a picture on Facebook of an alligator crawling up the side of the house, which is exactly why you live in the place where the air freezes your face 9 months out of the year. Yeah, no, I'll take the alligator. Yeah, no. That's what animal control's for. Just give them a call. Or give them a call, rather. Problem solved. I'll willingly take on reptiles. That was Photoshop. Well, I'm sure there's a picture of a alligator crawling up the side of a house somewhere. The internet can't all be fake, right? Like, some of it's got to be a little bit real. I don't know. Anything reptilian and you do not get along? I mean, I don't blame you, but negative 30 seems a bit extreme. Or just, like, anything below 72 degrees, really. You lived in Florida for 10 years, you still haven't seen an alligator? I was in Florida for less than 10 minutes and I saw an alligator. So I lived in Louisiana, which is about the same temperate zone. It's probably just as humid. right? But the biggest thing I think you have to worry about there is like water moccasins. Maybe some other snakes, but lots of two-legged alligators in Louisiana. Two-legged alligators. Two-legged alligators? You started your course today? Congratulations! Good job, do well, study hard. I have faith. Yeah, Renee started her courses too. Now she's yelling at everybody to keep quiet while she's studying. We try, but you know. You're welcome. Do well. Study hard. God. You couldn't pay me to go back to school, man. Whew. So I admire you for having done so. Oh, my elbow. You never done online education distance before? Yeah, we were talking about you before you came on, Josh. Your name was brought up. All good things, all good things. All right. We were talking about buying rings and all that fun stuff. Has anyone ever done the hilt weave? I am unfamiliar with it, so I don't believe I have. It's a little like hoodoo. Yeah, no. Barb was talking mad crazy smack, Josh. No, they were just talking about some kits they wanted to get, is all. Oh, like I said, all good things. I don't know. I wouldn't really sit here and entertain much of a stream that was bashing other people, you know? Unless I was, you know, pissed off about something. It's kicking your butt. You have rings and scales and all manners of goodies. You have wares. Khajiit has wares if you have coin. I only know that from the internet. I don't even know what game that's from. If I played video games, I would probably know. Like, what's the latest annoying video game? Among Us? Right? It's like everybody had a whole summer of social conditioning to snitch on their friends, and now they're yelling at each other about masks. Kits. Hang on a minute, that didn't... We know, sweetie, we love your goodies. Hang on a minute, that didn't come out right. Is it from Elder Scrolls? That's funny because I have Elder Scrolls upstairs. Morrowind and... one other one. There's more than one, right? More than one Elder Scrolls? It's one of those games that I've been meaning to play for forever, but the last game that I played that I enjoyed was Fable, and it was like the third one. And I think I spent like 4 or 5 hours gambling on chickens. You don't want Josh's kids? No? There's several in the online version. You want to say it was Skyrim? Skyrim is an Elder Scrolls game, right? Because I have Elder Scrolls Morrowind, and I have one other one, and they're both on like Xbox 360. So they're old games at this point. I don't have time to play. Does anyone? I don't see, like, if you have kids or anything, you're gonna go check and then maybe add 1 or 2 your order. Only half a dozen. Not for months. Your birthday's not for months? Mine either. What is going on? There's people making noise on my phone. I don't see how people have time to play games like that, right? I mean, I guess they make time for them, but... like, dude, I got work to do. Nope. What happened there? It's like, how do people have time to sit down and watch sports? It's like, aren't there other things more pressing in your life? You don't have time to play anymore? Yeah, it sucks. It's like, even if I did have time, there's still 100,000 other things that I have to go do. Which, I wanted to stop what I was doing with getting everyone rescheduled and trying to communicate with all our patients today about what was going on, and you know, no one wanted to pick up. So I wanted to go and do other stuff besides shovel the driveway and wait for patients to call back. Depend on if it's the home team and who they're playing. Yeah, there was a big NFC championship game for the Packers and whoever, and everybody's big on the Packers here. I'm not I don't have time to sit and watch people play, you know? And even if I did, right? Like, there's so many other things I'd rather be doing. Try to be more involved with my kid, you know, but he wants to play Fortnite together, and I'm terrible at Fortnite. It's like we've tried to play some family games. Renee was insisting on playing Monopoly, and that was about the worst idea ever. Jets just beat the Oilers 6-4 from a 3-0 deficit. Brady and Mahomes are Super Bowl in Tampa Bay this year. Godzilla meets King Kong. I do want to see that. I think next weekend I'm going to try and get the boys out to the theater. We haven't been since about this time last year, so... I don't know if I can take my kid to it, but hopefully there's something out there we can go watch. Used to be an avid player, played D&D, Magic the Gathering, slew of video games. Wife, new move to Sead Valley. You got injured, and 6 months later you started your mail business. Have I ever played categories? Like when I was a kid. We played Monopoly and Rummikub so far, and checkers, Go Fish, Candyland. I don't know who bought him Candyland, but I'd like to punch that person in the face. That game is the worst. But it's not as bad as Monopoly. I have emotional scars from childhood of Monopoly, and I don't like playing it with people because nobody knows how to play, and they all try to make up their own rules, and that, you know, it's just bullshit. Man, that is just like... No, I don't know. Maybe it's not. So my mom and my stepdad, we used to go over to my step-grandparents' house, and they would play a game called the farming game, and they would play Pinochle, right, for hours. And I have to this day I have no idea how to play the farming game, but I mean, I'm assuming, like, from what I briefly remember of it, you like have a farm and you run it and you try to survive somehow. I'm not real sure. So my mom thought that long running board games would translate well into our family as well, because she liked them, and so she wanted us to play Monopoly, and we'd already played for like 4 hours. We all just wanted to quit, and she didn't want to let us, and oh, it was awful. So, I don't ever want to play Monopoly again. You played sports in high school, but never were a big fan. Yeah, I went to a private religious school growing up, and then public school, and so like we went to church. We didn't go watch sports or anything. We might catch a Super Bowl once a year, but no one in my family did major sports of any kind. We went mountain biking and skiing and camped and, you know, rode across the country in the back of a van stuffed with 8 kids and 2 adults, and don't get me wrong, it was miserable. But I just have no reference point for major sports, you know? Ren Fair, yeah. And we can do Ren Fair. Camping and pretend to be homeless for a weekend. I'd much rather do that. You know, because you get to see. It's probably like a con, and people who cosplay, and you can see all the work people put into their costumes. You know. That's what your kids get? Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. I'd eventually like to do some more travel. See how my kid holds up to it, you know. Maybe this summer. We'll see how it goes. But we got Six Flags in Bristol, and they both have their own costumes they built for themselves. That's awesome. See, I didn't know what a Ren Fair was until someone told me about the Texas Renaissance Festival in 2005, after I got back from Iraq. My friend Aaron was like, hey, do you want to go to this thing? I was like, what's that? And then I went to the Texas Renaissance Festival. Oh, no, wait, that's not true. I didn't know what a Renaissance Festival was until Maryland in 2002. As a kid, you had camping and fishing trips and hunting. Middle of nowhere in the pouring rain. I've got a few of those. You go hiking in the summer in the mountains in Idaho, and you wake up, you know, it's a nice 72 degrees when you go to bed that night, and then the next morning you wake up and you've got snow collapsing your tent. I've been out in a few of those. You knew what they were, but you'd never done one until 2017. Yeah, I think some friends of mine at an apartment complex I was living in invited me out to the Maryland Renaissance Festival, which is really cool. That's a good one. I haven't really been to a bad Renaissance Festival. Each one has been different and offered different things. Right? Texas is an enormous festival. Maryland had a lot of, from what I vaguely remember, it had a lot of really really quality vendors, I want to say. Just what seemed like a better variety, even other than the Texas Renaissance Festival, right? And then Bristol here, they've got a pretty good selection of vendors and acts and so do some of that with my kid. Right? I don't want to play Monopoly or Fortnite, you know. Alright, where are we at here? Alright, how's that looking? Pirate Festival. Met your friend Viking Tom. Bet you can't guess what he's known for. Alright, so this nose is too far down. It really is. I think like we're just gonna have to fix it. All right. So he looks too Mongolian with that, the way his nose is now. Like, he looks like a character from Mulan, right? If you take away the helmet, okay. Now he's just a dude with an eye patch, right? Okay. He could be in Mulan. I think. I don't know. Why don't I wait? Because that's more work I'd have to shift up. This is what we're going for. I just don't like it's good down to right about here, and that nose just I don't know, maybe you're right. Hang on. Let's see here. Alright, Barb, have a good night. That's the original picture, Tara. Yeah. The more work I get done, the harder it's going to be to fix. But it's like, it's not like this whole thing hasn't been trying to fix everything up until this point anyway. I don't know. I could go either way with this, I think. You know? I think it's a lot easier to fix it now. I think it's just a skosh low. I just missed my mark, you know? That's all. And I mean, I wouldn't... It looks pretty off to me. Right? So if I thought that it was just close, it wouldn't be an issue. But the next part is the mouth. Right? And so those two pieces have to go together. Come on. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm not wrong. You know? Alright, now that I've screwed it all up, let's see here. That's where we at. I'm sorry. Yeah, your comments are getting through, Josh. It's looking good. What's up, Wally? How you doing? Yeah, I'm bringing the bottom of the nose up 2 rows. So if you don't do it 1 ring at a time, you lose your place. All right, this is why we do the proper prep work. On all our inlays. Because otherwise we end up doing a bunch of unnecessary work. You're doing good? Oh my god, shanty rap on the radio. Is that what this is? These are 18 gauge. Got some black anodized aluminum, some bright aluminum from, and some dirty aluminum, all from TRL. All very old stuff from a project that I started long time ago. Okay. All right. Preliminary preliminary views on this. I think I made the right call. Let's get some more of this replaced and then and then hopefully we'll have the nose in the right place so we can put the mouth in the right place so that it can actually look like the guy in the picture. And then maybe one day we'll actually finish it. You know, I'm pretty happy, right? That this is being worked on again. It's like I just want to use this stuff up and get it out of here. It's been sitting for way too long, you know? Too much procrastination on stuff that should have been done ages ago. Find 18 gauge too dainty. Gonna try some Japanese 12 and 2 next. Sweet 18 gauge 1/4 inch and 18 gauge 1/8. See how it goes. Sweet. It's looking good. Well, thank you. We're doing some plastic surgery on the nose here. trying to get the nose on the right place. I think I put it just a skosh too low. And yeah, I chose this ring size, you know, when I was very new to, not new to chainmail, but new to like working with anodized aluminum or rings of any size really, other than the like 14 gauge 3/8 that galvanized steel rings that I had made back in the day. And I thought, oh, 20 gauge quarter. No, these are 18 gauge. These are 18 gauge quarter inch rings. Did I say 20 gauge? I'm sorry, I lied to you. They're still pretty dainty, right? Like, being aluminum in this size, I'm coming up and just ripping it apart. There it is. Samantha posted something you wove today. All right. Oh my gosh. Where are we at here? Ooh, 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 buddy. Okay. Let me... Alright, guys. It has been an hour. And while I would love to do more, let's see here. Alright. Now it looks really bad, right? But I think that looks better. That the start of that nose there, as opposed to down here, right? Looking at I think I can smooth it out a little bit more. Alright. Oh, the Japanese 12 and 2? Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Yep. Alright. Thank you everyone for hopping on here and hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. We will do this some more tomorrow night, and if I'm not back on tomorrow night, then the latest Thursday. Today is Tuesday, right? And in the meantime, excuse me. Oh man. We will all try to move the needle a little bit for over the next couple days. We will get back to work on this nose. Right? It looks terrible. Look, they massacred my boy. Alright. So I know it's a bit quick tonight, but I do have a lot of stuff to do in the morning, and today was exhausting with all the stuff that I was doing. So, oh, there we go. So, thank you all for hanging out. You guys are the best. Alright. I will, good night. Have a good night, Crystal. I will talk to everyone later. Alright? I'm gonna go crash in bed because shoveling snow kicked my ass today. Alright, I will talk to you guys later.